for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
On the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
30-yard line, second and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Third down.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Arizona.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
49er.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain.
Pass complete,
It's 3rd.
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game, or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Complete to Kenyon.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And 2 at the Niners' 24-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 56 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cardinals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Hey, look, 48. I got this. All day, dog. 48, come on. 48.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's Rick Peterson.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun. Mike 48.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
Good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Drake on the carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to take off with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Murray going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return is Peterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 31, Murray flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right back to Drake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
I got this. Exit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
21.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes down for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
That's what it is,
there
baby.
He goes
That's
right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Running from the shotgun with Dre.
Arizona.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Second and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. It'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game